All right. He's multi-talented, a mercenary in Vanguard.
Hello, it's Seb from King and Knights CCG and the Misplayed Mercenaries. So this past weekend I went to Summerfest Manchester with my team, Harry and Hetsford, and we got top 8. We finished first in Swiss, and then as the Juju would give it, we lost in top 8 because you can't go undefeated in Swiss and then top afterwards, you have to lose straight away. I played Aichicon because the deck is broken. It is by far the craziest deck I've ever played. Like, just playing it the entire weekend, like, yeah, this deck feels broken. So we'll get straight into the list and I'll talk about matchups afterwards.
Show the money.
Oh, you mean this?
Ooh.
So, anyway, onto the ride line. It's very standard. It's Bartgul, the dog doing, Wingle, how the dog doing.
Whoa.
Blaster Blade, the most broken 10k vanilla in the game, and Alfred.
The King of Knights!
The King of Knights! Ride line's very simple. We're playing Wingle over Marin because it lets you plus more. It says make 2 rear guards, it creates a plant token, it calls Flogel. Which is better than, I think, like Tranquila, some less play that is because it's not reliant on how your hand is, and it doesn't rely on a top 5, it just says go find a plant token. Blaster Blade is broken, everyone knows this card does. Alfred's really good. It's the ride line. For grade 3s, we're playing 4 of the better Persona Ride, Soul Saver. This card is really fucking broken. I don't know why it gives shield value.
That's the broken part about it.
No, and then it also restands 2 rear guards on swing and gives you 5k to your front row, and then gives 10k to both columns. Yeah, this card's crazy. And then speaking of crazy cards, here's Alfred. Let's play one more of this because Alfred is really good in situations where you're getting damage denied. So because you're going to swing this, and then you're still doing triple drive, so even if you don't call anything, it's still free drive checks. So it's still pressure. And I originally was only playing the 4 Soul Saver, but I just found it wasn't enough, so I wanted to put the 4th copy of the 5th Persona Ride in. And then the other grade 3 unit we play is 3 copies of the most broken rear guard you've ever read in your life. This card does so much. It has a literal wall of text. Yeah, I don't explain what Ganslot does, but like this card is really insane. I don't know why it bot itself, like on swing as well. It's just really insane. I won one of my matchups in the mirror because I used 2 of these in a loop. It was my only 2 cards in deck. I just kept looping these on him and he decked out because of it. Absolutely insane. And then the last grade 3 card we're playing is, sorry budget homies, you don't have to play 3 of it, but you need to be playing at least 2 of it. This card is insane. It's probably going to get hit tomorrow. We'll find out. But yeah.
Assuming that this, I don't know when the video is coming out, but yeah, as of recording, this is what, Tuesday?
As of recording, this is Tuesday. The stream is tomorrow, where it's probably getting hit. And if it doesn't, he better be. Please hit this card in some capacity. This card is insane. That's it for the grade 3s. Pretty standard. On to the grade 2s. We are playing 3 more copies of Blaster Blade because, unlike other Blaster Blades that are just 10k beat sticks, this one is a 20k beat stick. And the retire effect is actually quite cost effective because it wears energy, not counter blast like all the old Blaster Blades do. So it means you can be more like lenient in how you use it. It's the biggest beat you can make off of an Alfred without having to use extra counter blasts because it's on swing, you Vanguard and Aichicon on its grade 3, it becomes 10k. So this plus like a Lien is 28 or 33, which asks for 25k shield or 30k shield. Very strong. And then we're playing 2 of each Galatine, playing 2 regular Galatine and 2 Zero. Originally I was on 1-3, but I wanted to play more to the mirror because, you know, a big tournament, what a surprise, I expected to see the best deck in the format. So I played 2-2 because the extra shield value from this, being able to bind itself and become 10k shield, I found to be really effective, and it did come up. There were many games where I had to use both of them, and where if it was a 3rd Zero, it probably wouldn't have lived. And then Zero's insane. It's just a Guard of Strix, it's a free draw, 10k elite stick.
Every deck is Mygo, you need those Taki clones.
Exactly. And then the last grade 2s are 2 Gordon. One same thing of like going towards like playing around the mirror is that I never call Gordon off of Alfred in the mirror. I only call Galatine and Blaster Blade because you want to be able to draw them to your hand. Because it's 10k shield in hand, and it means that if you leave it on the board, your opponent's Blaster Blade will snipe it and it's gone. And if you get a lot of CB, you can draw a card with this, but you need to be careful because some opponents will damage deny you. If you say you only have 2 CB, you use 1 for Alfred and then use 1 for Gordon, they will use it. And then 1 Ace unit, it's Ace unit, I don't have to tell you much else. And then the 1 Twincast. Playing Twin Castle Fire Regalis, because same again, wanting to play around the mirror is that if I go second and you get bomboed, you need to twin cast an extra shield to defend yourself. Onto the grade 1s. 4 of the second best grade 1 in the game, because the number 1 is Bifrons. This card is really crazy. It's better than Shenri, better than Filia, because his condition is easier. It requires the board to be bigger, which is so efficient, and also he retires himself, which means that you can then... It clears your board so your opponent can't, like, remove them.
And looks at 2 cards instead of 1.
Yeah, that too. But don't worry about that bit. And then 4 of this broken grade 1. If you go this into this, you feel like a genius, or this pitch Ganslot, this pitch NKO. You have so many good ditch targets in this deck, there's no reason to not play 4. And above all of that, the most important effect, it's an Aichi icon card. It's supposed to be in this deck, it isn't slot. It's supposed to be in the deck, she's tagged. Speaking of Aichicon cards, 4 PGs, I will drive check these on you, and Elementari for the mirror, and because we don't play any other Blitz orders other than Twin Cast, so if you want to play Elementari, open the shiny one because it's a higher rarity. Erika Myojo would want me to sack you. And then onto the triggers, 4 of the best plant token ever created. This card is, wow, it's a crit trigger, and it's shiny.
A shiny plant token.
And then 4 Epona.
The GOAT!
The real GOAT. This can be anything, but it being Aichi icon tag is optimal because it means that worst case you can call it for Valfred as a 5k beat stick. And then one free lane, one restand heal. It's called Fraudulent, I never used it once. So realistically this could be a 4th one of these. But I played this because I only own 3 foiler lanes, so I wanted to play this. And then 3 fronts because fronts are broken, 30k power, 20k shield, absolutely insane. And then we're on the yellow OT.
Yeah!
Bro, it's the sun. We play this because if you check it early, you draw 3 cards, and if you check it late, you clear your opponent's board. It's another thing where it's like, you can play it, and it's good in the mirror. However, Nuno and his teammate, I forget what your name was, I'm so sorry, when I played against playing Aichi, they're playing purple OT and they kind of killed me on it because it's like you can recur Soul Savers from the damage zone and you can recur Gansalots to do extra attacks, so it is pretty good. But yeah, this or purple I think is the wave. Don't play blue, just play one of those. But that's it for the deck. It's like very straightforward, there's very little spice to the deck. I'll quickly go over my matchup. So round 1 I had the Lyrical Alk deck. I had no idea what that deck did, and I read his Vanguard, I went, oh, you're a Voldress. And then I drew into the Alfred, so I started Alfred for an extra turn and just farm hand to be safe. And I just played around the OT by keeping my PGs in hand and guarding the triggers where I can do. And then round 2, I played against the Belfwire deck, the maid deck, and he went first and he just high rolled me. Like every time he went top 7 with the thing, he found at least 2 maids and he checked a bunch of crits on me and I just died. But Harry Hetsmith thing clutched up, you know. Round 3 I played against Overlord where I lost to Drag Vader. Literally it was the one time I needed to not check the OT and I died, and he checked the OT and I died. So you know, he checked the red card, took me off the pitch, you know how it be. And I played against Cormac on Daikaiser who hit other rep on me. Yeah, 3 games in a row I lost because of sacking. So I promise I won some games. And then round 5 was an Aichi mirror. I won because I went second, and I think the mirror actually is quite favoured going second because you sort of like, you rush your opponent down and he was at 4 before he rode to Alfred. So he was already like, he had to try and pressure me back, but I was able to guard quite easily. And then off of a Surgown search, I added the OT. I added this because this showed us have 50k shield, and so I added Soul Saver to because I showed his 0 of this until it sit down. And I killed him on the crackback. And then round 6 I played another Aichi. His list was kind of weird. He was playing Marin, which I think Marin's kind of bait. Like, it bot deck 0s, but then it's like not doing anything else after that, whereas playing other cards, like just playing like the 4/4 and playing like Ace unit is good. And I won that matchup because, as I said, it got to a point where we were just damaging on each other at 4 and swinging against lots with crits, and my deck was 2 cards and his deck was 3 cards or 4 cards. I drew for turn, it was this. So I went swing 2 crit, you have to guard it, he spins himself, and then he swings back at me, I live, I then draw for turn again, it's another one. I then suddenly realise I can't lose the game because I then go swing, it bot decks itself, and I'll draw it for turn. And it'll swing, spin itself, and I'll draw it for turn. I did that to him 4 times and he decked out. So, you know, unfortunate. And then last round was a 3rd Aichi mirror, and this one, the first 2 turns of the game were the crazy sequence of events I could ever describe. I swung at him, checked the crit, he went to 2. He then called Kakoa, put a card behind into Soul, left top card of his deck on top, swung his Vanguard. I was like, it's probably a crit, I can afford to take it. It was blue OT. So I went, okay, take a damage, then healed, and then he swung again. I had to take it to 100 million, and then checked OT. So when I should have been at 3, I was at 1, and then just like, he made a misplay on my Soul Saver turn, where on the Soul Saver, on the Ganslot swing, on the Soul Saver swing, after the restand, he used Elementaria, and then his hand was just PG, so he couldn't guard the 0. So like, a slight misplay on his half won me the game, and then in top court I played an Overlord, who, their team then went on to win the entire event, so like, I didn't just lose to the guys who got 8th place, I lost to the winners of the whole event, and he just did the Overlord thing, he checked his yellow card, checked the red card, and I died.
Anything else?
Win die roll very important. Shout outs to Harry and Hesford going on a crazy run of his life, going 7-0 in Astoria. Deck is absolutely insane. And then shout outs to Baby Girl Tricky, who got top 22 in single event, and then shout outs to the locals.
Alright, thanks.